has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff looking right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for... And got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The 28-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Big Ed.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Hey, Viking 18. Screen. 19 Warriors.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
48-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Browns 10, Raiders 7.
Here we go. Let's go. 60 Eagles.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch. 19 Tiger. Buffalo 18.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Shaquille Barrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. His throw caught right around the 6. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Hunt. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Browns 17, Raiders 7. Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jayon Brown coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Out of the gun now on third down. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 32. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, in pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people. And oftentimes, you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53.
53-yard attempt.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. They'll try and run it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll look to throw here. He'll fire deep for Rager. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Second and 11. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Oh, yeah, good job.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll let this go. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
A First down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff looking right. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. He'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
First down, Browns.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. He's checking, he's checking. Lock ball 18.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
8-yard line.
Go! 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They run with Hunt. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Watch the twins. Watch the twins. Panther 60, Panther 60.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
And
that's caught inside the 35. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.